In the first of these videos, we looked at what simultaneous linear equations were, and we came to the conclusion that we're going to look at two ways of solving simultaneous equations. Now, we could draw them on an xy axis and find out where they intersect, but we need to learn how to do this algebraically. And in this video, we're going to have a look at method number one, how to do this by substitution. So the substitution method has the key idea of substituting a variable from one equation into the other equation. And the steps go as follows. Number one, make one pronumeral the subject in one of the equations, and if it's already the subject, then that step's obviously done. And then we substitute the expression for this subject into the other equation. Finally, we solve this new equation to find the value of the pronumeral and substitute the value into one of the equations to find the second pronumeral. Now, you may want to just pause and write this down, but you're going to understand these four steps by doing an example with me in the next part of this video. So here we have two simultaneous linear equations that we need to solve. So we'll write down the first one, y equal to x plus 4, and we'll call this number 1. And then we'll write down the second equation, y is equal to minus 2x plus 7, and we'll call this number 2. Now you'll notice that y equals x plus 4 and y equals minus 2x plus 7. So we can actually get rid of one of the values from the equations, in other words the y value, by replacing it with x plus 4 in the second equation. That means we're going to take 1 and substitute it into 2. So where we see a y, we're going to replace it with x plus 4. So we get x plus 4, which is this one here, equal to minus 2x plus 7. And now we solve this. So we'll bring the 2x onto this side, and we'll get x plus 2x, which is 3x. And we'll take the plus 4 onto the other side and subtract it, so it's 7 take 4, which is 3, and we'll solve this by saying x is equal to 1. Now we'll call this the third equation, and we're going to substitute this third equation into one of the equations up here, and it looks like equation 1 will be the easier one to do. So wherever we see an x, we're going to replace it with a 1. So we can say y is equal to, now we've got x plus 4, so that's 1 plus 4, which equals 5. So that means that the solution to our equation is x equal to 1 and y equal to 5. Or, because these are really two lines that are intersecting on an xy plane, we can say that the intersection point has the coordinates of 1 and 5. Now you need to practice this type of substitution in order to be able to solve them, but in the next video we're going to have a look at how to do the second method, and that is solving simultaneous equations using the elimination method.